right. I'm Josh, if you don't. I bring plenty of flyers and stuff. How many different facilities are like represented here today? Like more than 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did bring 3 of these. I have more. But what they're kind of like the same flyers we went over. But these are really good to keep like at nursing station or wherever. I don't, if you just have, a brain fart, like, oh, limb protector, does the white part go inside of it or on the outside? Well, you can just look right here and you're like, oh, it goes right on the inside. And if you still can't tell from pictures, you can do that, and that's the video. So I'll bring you guys some more, but there's at least 3 that you guys could just take, to one different place. And then I also have other information, kind of like stuff about me that takes you to a video about me and how I grew up that you could hand to like amputee patients that you have. And then I also have like timelines, just basically, what to expect 0 to 2 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, all the way through a year. And not that everyone obviously doesn't heal the same or anything, but if you're not diabetic or a vascular problem, like we're all going to heal on the same generic timeline. Within 3 months, you're going to have stitches out and probably already have a a check socket at least. But the support group, we started this like almost 2 years ago. And I've been thinking about it for a long time because you can look on Amputee Coalition's website and there's other ones that will tell you all the support groups in your area. Well, there's nothing around here. Cleveland is great if you're a veteran and it ties to the VA, but if you're not, there's nothing for you. That goes for adaptive sports, support group meetings, going to do fun stuff. So I'm like, dang, we should like have something to do. So I was like, I guess I'll have to start it. So basically, like what they have all said is there's nothing better than a peer-to-peer visit. And people want their technical questions answered, and that's great. But the majority of amputees probably deal with more trying to heal mentally more than physically. There's been so many studies published in medical journals about A, peer supports, and then B, how losing a limb is just like losing like a death in a family or, someone close to you go through all the stages of grief. And, and I was telling a couple other people, it's hard to get, the males to be like, all right, support group, I want to join it. You're like, yeah. And I always say it's not just like hugs and kisses, but for instance, we always share tips, and that's one of the best things you could do because, luckily I work here. So every day I'm like, hey, Paul, tighten me up, turn my foot this way, do whatever. But in most people's scenario, you might not get to see them for 2 weeks or a month if you need help with rides, or just say they're busy, it still might be like 2 days. Well, if you have gained weight, so now your limbs like up out of your socket and you're not level, or you lost a lot of weight and you're down in it, simple things is take extra insoles from other shoes and put it in the short foot. And at least, put in your shoe, and that would make you level until you get the chance to see them. Just little stuff like that. I don't know how many tips I've picked up over the years, but hundreds. Just things that we can help each other and make our daily tasks, daily life easier. Like, why would you not be up for that, right? And then by the end of like our hour and a half meeting, everyone that said they were thinking about coming or didn't want to come always said they were happy to come. And they're usually like the most involved people after that point. A lot of times, just like one of the Bobs talking about going to Indians game. There's a lot of things that people would love to do, but maybe don't want to be the main character everywhere they go and just have everyone stare at them no matter what they do. But if there's 30 of us going, it's way easier for them. Not everyone is like me. I wish I cared sometimes, but kids are the funniest and they say the funny things. So I never have cared that people stare at me all the time. Amish country is always fun. They don't even know what they think. They're like, how's your leg? First of all, I was like, your leg black? Like, hard to find her. Yeah. And actually, the last time in Amish country, there was a guy that was above elbow, and obviously didn't have a prosthesis or anything. And I wanted to talk to him. Every time I came close, he would like walk away. So they didn't speak English or whatnot. But I just encourage everybody, anyone in our group, especially, and you don't have to go behind coolers and be in our group. So any amputees, whatever. As a matter of fact, our last meeting, we had 3 people that weren't from live coolers come. And that's totally awesome because I like hearing everybody's story. We're all a little different, and you never know what one person may say. Just one sentence that could change or help someone else. Um, so it's really nice. And then like people have mentioned, a lot of people come to be amputees after being sick for 2 years, sometimes more than that, or bedridden, or 25 surgeries. And it's just nice for them to see someone and be able to talk to someone that understands. And the best thing we can do is motivate each other because it's easy for a physical therapist or occupational therapist, whoever, like, oh, you should put that on. Just walk 20 steps over there. And you guys all know exactly what you're talking about, and you know it. And I'm like, all right, come on, then let's go. And 100 out of 100 are going to follow. So, anytime you guys have any patients that may are struggling with PT or just the attitude about it, because everyone loves PT, I feel free to give me a call. I have a million cards over there. And I'll come do PT with them, or we can do a little lunch and learn or whatever. We're just doing different exercises and ask me what I think about it or how does it help or what would this help. But I'm available pretty much anytime, and especially if that means to help somebody, I'm always going to be there. Also, I know this majority of people are going to be elderly. So if you come across any other ones that miss playing sports or anything like that, I have all the adaptive sports connections. Pretty much any sport they would want to play. But it's a lot of fun, and I never thought I would enjoy this so much. But I loved playing in high school. I never met another amputee that played high school sports. I always thought I was alone, and I missed that competition. But getting back into wheelchair sports, I never used a wheelchair in my life, and so I thought, man, it's a little soft. But no, I was wrong. Wheelchair football, that's so much fun. You just get those chairs are like 22 to 25 miles an hour, and you just smack into each other. They got your helmets and bags. A little Velcro seatbelt doesn't hold you in very good. So it's just a lot of fun. And then, the main part about it everyone likes is just the traveling. It's like a team somewhere. Like, for instance, basketball, we do 8 weekends away, whether we're in Philly, Nashville, Chicago, New York, Buffalo's New York, but New York, Virginia, and it's just a lot of those kids never got the chance to go on a away basketball game with their team, or like bonds like that. So not only with adults but juniors, they have a junior sports teams for all the different sports as well, and that's what they all just like being able to hang out together and the camaraderie, have fun. Um, I guess I'll add, if there's any questions about the support group, probably not, but does anybody have any questions about anything? Parts, pieces,
When is your
attitudes?
when is your support group?
Our next one's gonna be September 3rd. One thing I guess I could probably show you. I don't know. I have a QR code on my business cards, and they go to our Facebook page. The easiest way to keep up with everything is to join the Facebook page. You don't have to be an amputee to be on there. It's good for caregivers, anyone that works in the field. I'll take any input I can get. But that is where pretty much every announcement would be. I've added a YouTube page, but so YouTube, Facebook is like our main stuff. I do mailers as I get people's addresses and emails. Uh, Man, some people change emails so much, so I don't, I don't get it. The same one forever. Um, but September 3rd, it will be in Amherst. They're typically on Wednesdays. Since we do have so many locations, I'm working on, out in like Niles, Youngstown, having one, having one in Toledo, just everywhere I can because there's literally, doesn't matter where until you get to Columbus, there's not another support group. Right. And my friend's the one that started one in Columbus because I told him there's none up here. He's like, well, I don't think there's any down here either. But it's a lot. Within not even a year, he has like 80 members already. I mean, Columbus has a million more amputees than around here, but it just shows the need that people want to talk about it. People want to feel like other people understand what's going on, and that's all we try to provide. I'm a professional listener.